Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I thought I would do a drugstore slash affordable favourites of the year of 2018 because it's coming to the end, it's coming towards Christmas. By the time I have my drugstore one and my high-end one out, then the end of the year will be right around the corner, so you guys will see them right before the end of the year. Everything on my face, because this one is the drugstore one, everything on my face is drugstore, including my false lashes. I actually don't own any high-end lashes, like false lashes, so these are the only pair of lashes that I like to wear. These are so pretty. Yeah, let's get straight into this video. Yeah, my favourite foundation of the year is definitely got to go to the Maybelline Superstay foundation. This is such a great foundation, gives you such great coverage, and you can really manipulate the formula. So if you add like a moisturiser to it or a liquid illuminator to this, you can really make it a luminous foundation, so you can really manipulate the formula, and I really like that about this product. I'm actually wearing it today. It's so pretty, and I have like acne, so obviously my skin is more on a dry side, and even around the dry areas on my acne, it does not cling, and it just looks so smooth and flawless. So would definitely recommend this, and I have been wearing this like non-stop throughout the year. My favourite concealer from the drugstore definitely has to go to the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I'm in the shade 1 Fair. They just brought out new colours in this too this year. I really like this. I'm not particularly a big fan of it under my eyes. I like to mix it with a illuminating product to like make it more glowy under my eyes, just because my under eyes get really dry super quickly, so I don't like to use super matte products under there. But for like spot coverage, it's really good. It's definitely, I wouldn't say it's a full coverage, it's definitely a medium coverage, but for me a medium coverage is what I would go for. I don't really like to go for the full coverage, especially because I have quite problematic areas on my skin. I don't want to enhance that. For powder, my favourite has definitely been the Collection Sheer Loose powder. This is so good. I've gone through 2 containers of this and it's really good. It's a great powder. Yeah, this is such a nice powder. It's so finely milled and it just sets your face really well. There's not really much that I can say about it. I also have been loving the MUA press powder as well this year. I discovered this year and it's so good. I've gone through 1 container of this. This is my second one. This is such a great powder. I believe that you can pop it out of here as well, because it's like little bits that look like you can pop it out. But yeah, this is such a great powder. It's really nice and finely milled, and it sets really well for a pressed powder. I've always had issues with pressed powders because I didn't feel like they set my face as much as the Sheer Loose powder, as much as the Collection Sheer Loose powder. I also change brushes when I'm using a pressed powder. I use a more dense like kabuki brush, whereas with my loose powder I like to use like a loose bristled kabuki brush. Just different techniques, different powders, that's how I like to use it. But this definitely should have been in this video. I don't know why I didn't pick this up to put it in it, but this is definitely a favourite of mine. Next thing, bronzer. My favourite bronzer from the drugstore this year has definitely had to go to the e.l.f. Fiji Duo. This bronzer is so pretty. It's like the perfect amount of cool toned and warm tone mixed together. If you really like a neutral bronzer, then this is the bronzer for you. The blush in here is also super pretty. I have used it quite a bit. There is a bit of a dip in there, but this bronzer was definitely the standout from this duo, and I really love this. Then my favourite contouring powder, as well as one of my favourite highlighters, has got to go to the MUA Bronze and Sculpt Contour Kit. This is what it looks like. I have mine in the shade light/medium, and it comes with a mirror in the lid, and you've got a blush. That's not a blush. It comes with a highlighter in the top, which looks like this, and a contouring shade in the bottom. This has been my go-to contouring shade, and I really like this. It's stunning, and it's not too cool toned either. The highlighter on top is really nice if you like a natural highlight, because it's not that intense. It's just really nice and natural. You guys can see that there. Just looks really natural and it melts into your skin really nicely. Then for blush, I've been loving the Essence blushes this year. They are so pretty. The peach one I got a ton of use of in the summer. I used it so much. It's got a nice little dip in it, and it's just a super stunning shade. Like, look at that. That is so stunning and so pigmented. Can't really see the true shade of it. It's more peachy in real life and lighter, but this is such a pretty blush and I would definitely recommend. The formula is really nice too. These are the matte touch blushes and these are literally £1 each. During these winter months I have been reaching for this one a lot more. Oh, I could tell you this one is in the shade 10 Peach Me Up. And then this one I've been using a lot more in the winter months. I'm actually wearing it today, a very light amount though, because I have very pink eyes, so I didn't want to put too much blush on. And this is in the shade 20 Bury Me Up. It's a really nice blush and the formula is really good on these, and I would definitely suggest you pick them up. They're literally £1 each and they are amazing. Okay, for highlights, I could not whittle this down even more because I've just been in love with highlights this year. Like everyone I think has gone through a highlighter craze this year. So first I want to recommend a liquid illuminator. I would really recommend the Maybelline Master Strobing liquid. This is so good, it's so intense. I know not a lot of people like this. I don't really see why, because it's not glittery, it's definitely more metallic. So it gives you more of a natural glow, I guess, and I love mixing this in with foundation to make a more glowy finish, like a dewy finish to the foundation, or just using it like under as a base and then putting highlighter over top to intensify it. It's really good and I really like this. Then this one is going to come as no surprise to all of you because this is the Makeup Revolution and Soph X highlighting palette. I literally have been using this every single day this year pretty much, and I've hit pan on 3 and I've got a good dip in this one over here and the pink, and I go on about it too much on my channel, so I'm just gonna skip through this really quickly. This one is so stunning. I picked this up earlier on this year. This is in the shade Peach Lights. It's one of their Vivid Baked Highlighter Illuminating Cult or Cute ones in Peach Lights. This is so stunning. It kind of reflects a bit pink to it and it's so pretty. It's quite difficult to pick it up on the brush sometimes, but you just have to have a firmer grip of your brush because sometimes it can be quite difficult to like get this on your brush, which makes me think that it's kind of like more of a baked gelée kind of formula because it is a little difficult to get onto your brush, but once it's on your brush it's so pretty, and once it's on your skin it stays there, so I would definitely recommend these. Then another favourite of the year, which I don't know if this one can really count because I just got it for my birthday from one of my best friends, Dorota. This is the Obsession Mega Lighting Highlighter. This is so pretty. This is a baked highlighter again, so you can use it wet or dry to get it more intense, but honestly it's so intense by itself that I would just recommend using it dry. This highlighter is so good, it stays on all day. I definitely would recommend using a smaller brush to do like the smaller places of your face, like your cupid's bow, your chin and your nose and your brow bone, because this can sometimes look a bit much on my nose. When I use my fan brush on my nose it just looks a bit too much, so yeah, but I would still definitely recommend this. Moving on to eyebrows really quickly. So I went for the standout products for this. I have the Makeup Obsession brow powder. As you guys know, I use this on a day-to-day basis and I really like it. I love this product and I've talked about it enough on my channel, so I not really want to talk about it too much here, but I would definitely recommend it. For brow gel, I have the Maybelline Brow Drama in medium brown. This is so good. I can't justify how good this is. They've changed the brush on it though, so the brush doesn't look like this anymore. I think I've said this in loads of videos. It's like a flat paddle brush now, not this, but it's so good. You just brush it through your brows. It helps to tint your brow gels a little bit and set them in place. If you're more of someone who likes a natural brow and you don't actually want to fill in your brows at all, I definitely recommend a tinted brow gel. My favourite mascara has got to go to the L'Oreal Mega Volume Miss Baby Roll Mascara. I love this. It just thickens your lashes really nicely. When you first get it, I definitely like to wipe off the excess when I first got it, but when you've used it a few times, then you can just literally pull out the wand and just go through your lashes. It makes them look super thick and full and luscious. Obviously I've got fake lashes on so you can't see, and I didn't really put that much mascara on because I was wearing falsies, but it just makes your lashes look so thick, long, volumized, and it's so pretty on the lashes, and I would definitely recommend this to anyone. Favorite eyeliners have to go to the Makeup Academy eyeliner right here. This is really inexpensive. I'm pretty sure it comes from Debenhams, but it is really inexpensive. And this one just has such a nice fine brush, like look at that. And I've used it pretty much all year to get my wings, and it gives me a really nice sharp wing that's really defined, and it's really easy to use. And my favorite glitter liner, because of course it's coming to Christmas, I thought I would add a glitter liner, is the Technique glitter liners, which look like this, and they are proper pretty gold glitter in them. This one's gold, and then I've got a silver one on the other side, and these are really good for like this time of year. Okay, finally for glitters, this kind of looks like a palette. I guess you could class it as a palette, but these glitters from Makeup Revolution right here, you can buy them in a set of 5, and I believe they're like 5 for, is it £5 or something like that? £6. So you get 5 for £6, the glitters are £6, and then you can get 5 normal shadows for £5, I'm pretty sure. I don't really remember, but we're not talking about these shadows down here, we're talking about these. These are like pressed glitters. They also do the glitter palettes, which are £10, which I really want one of those because they look so pretty. But these are so stunning, and as you guys can see, I have dipped into every single one of these, including the white one that you can't really see. There you go. Including the white one. These are just stunning, and they're really great for if you want to go out, and especially for this time of year when people just love a bit of glitter on the eye, and I love a bit of glitter on the eye. This is perfect. So first things, I wanted to mention the Primark Master Eye palette, which looks like this. I believe this was £6, making each shade 50p, and this is just so pretty. It's really great for if you want that cranberry kind of looking eye. It's really like a festive palette, I guess, that you can use this time of year, like the fall colours. They're like a bit purpley. There is more shimmers than mattes in here, however I have used the shimmers in my crease multiple times and they don't look too shimmery, so you can get away with them in the crease. Then another brand that I would recommend is the Sleek palettes. I have 2 of these. Both of these I actually got in glossy box. I never purchased these myself, but these have a really nice formula to them. The shadow in the middle of my lid is actually this shade right here, which is Perfect Storm from the Storm palette. This is what the Storm palette looks like. And I also have the Au Natural palette, which looks like this. I really like the formula of these. The mattes are really nice, and the shimmers are really creamy and smooth, and they are actually really nice and metallic, as you can see. Then of course I have to mention the Soap X and Makeup Revolution palette. This is so beaten, so dirty, so well loved, broken as well, so well loved. This palette is stunning. This gives you the perfect amount. You've got a couple of cool tones down here, you've got a black, you've got a white, you've got this whole row here, to me screams neutrals, really nice neutrals, and you can deepen it with one of these shades. You've got your brighter shades over here being pinks, oranges, you've got little red deepening shades here. So stunning. Like, she did an amazing job of colour section in this palette, and I've talked about it enough, so this is enough. But I would definitely recommend this. This has definitely been one of my palettes of the year. My favourite lip pencil has definitely got to go to the Primark one in Biscuit. I've been using this a lot. It's a gorgeous nudey kind of brownie shade. I have one gloss here, which is the Revolution one, which was really funny because I remember I put this in a Project Pan and I didn't use it because I just didn't like gloss, but this year I've really been getting into glosses and I really like this. It's great for an everyday gloss. Favourite liquid lip is another Primark one, but this Primark liquid lipstick is really nice and it's in the shade Like That. I like the formula of this because it's nice and runny, so you get enough play time whilst it dries. This is the Lasting Finish by Kate Lipstick in 01. This is my favourite red lipstick. Comes from the drugstore, so it's super inexpensive. And again, the formula of this is really nice. It's got like a glossy finish, it's not matte, which I actually really like. Finally, I wanted to mention the collection of Velvet Kisses. I have 2 of these Velvet Lip Cream, but those are the shades that I have. That's Drama Number 7 and that is Cotton Candy 1. These are so pretty. I got these when I was on holiday because I forgot to take lipsticks with me, and these are just so pretty. They're such a comfortable formula and they're really pretty looking. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here and would like to see more videos from me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.